Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Horned Frogs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Husker. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the move, it's Nelson. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Back to throw, it's Craig. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Frogs are facing third and inches. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Going deep. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Just keeps swinging it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. On the move. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Craig. The short hands, it's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, and the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny, that's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Barney. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, and he's got room. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And send the tight end in motion.
Check. 1852 soldier. 1852 soldier. Go.
Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling away. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Fires on the move. Working on the right. At the 45 on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing. Everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He goes right back to the air. Right on the money. And he'll be brought down. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He fires one deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Makes a connection. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got his man. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Hoosiers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw again. Pumps it downfield. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Working that left side now. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Back to pass, it's Craig. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's open on the right. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Horned Frogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Flag 18! Flag 18! Landon!
Motion from the back.
Blue idiot!
He wants to throw it again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
They're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Blue 22 guard! Blue 22 guard! Blue 99 Emperor! Blue 99 Emperor! Venom! Hey, Venom!
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Flag 14! Flag 14! Ready, go!
Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Huskers. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Craig. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nebraska!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Fires quickly. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Dropping back, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Huskers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory. Here in week 4.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get him.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful you don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football, and give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last last couple of possessions, they've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
It's picked off and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Enter! Hey, enter!
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down.
Go, go! Circuit, Jack! Circuit, circuit!
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Just feeds the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of pop.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.